Were you the first non-US commander of the International Space Station? Is that correct?
Yes, I was the first non-US, non-Russian commander of the space station. Because of course in the assembly phase, mostly the space station was there with a permanent crew of US and Russian cosmonauts and astronauts. But once that we went to 6-person crew, is when my crew arrived, then we started in the utilization phase, the exploitation phase. And now there are 6 people permanent on board of the International Space Station. And it's also when the smaller partners, Canada, Europe and JAXA, started acquiring rights to fly long-duration space missions to the International Space Station. And with those rights also came the capability that we could have commanders. And of course I was the first, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is, I think, that this partnership shows that although we are small partners, we are all in this together. We have had in the meantime a Canadian commander. We have Koichi Wakata, who was a great first Japanese commander. And we will continue to have other commanders from all over the world. And that is the most important thing.
What does a commander on the ISS do? Do you get a bigger sleeping area or nice amenities? Or
the commander gets better food. No, I'm joking, of course. we all have the same food on the space station, but of course the real boss of the space station sits on the ground. This is the flight director or the mission director in mission control. As a commander, you're responsible on board to make sure that there is a good mood on board of the space station, that everybody can work to the best of their abilities, that everything is running smoothly on the space station. And so you work with your crew to create really a bond and to say, look, as a crew together, we can accomplish all our tasks every single day. This is the responsibility of the commander. Of course, there is one exception in case of emergencies. It's clear if there is fire on board of the space station, somebody needs to take control. And it's difficult to take control for a fire on board of the space station when you're sitting on the ground. So in these type of situations in emergency, automatically the authority is transferred to the commander of the spaceship. And then of course you have a real authority, and then you have real work to do.
And obviously there were no fires while you were commander.
There were no real fires, but we had some smoke, we had some depress cases that were false alarms, we had some false fire alarms. So these things always happen when you're in space.